Hey, Crystal, how you doing today?
What's going on?
Not much. Just had a little operator error before this video with you.
All good?
You think I know what I'm doing by now because this is my 30th episode. I should be done. I should be a
Should be
pro,
a
right?
pro.
Yeah, some things you just don't learn right away. Awesome. Hey, so this is my I'm having a 30 vets in 30 days, and this is my 30th episode with Crystal Johnson. She is transiting service member for the Navy and a Navy chief at the same time.
Navy Chief, Navy Pride.
Right? Navy chief, Navy pride. My goal is to put a person behind a picture of a transitioning service member on LinkedIn. I have a hashtag tomzacher Veterans Advice YouTube channel, and this is where you'll see a full-length video of all my sessions and a LinkedIn group with the same name. My only hard rule for it is no military profile picture because I made the rules. Why not? And these views are of myself and not associated with the company that I work for. But this video is for Crystal. Who's Crystal?
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, this person. Okay. All right. So my name is Crystal. I'm coming from San Diego, but I'm originally from Maryland. Go Baltimore Ravens. Don't be a hater. I've been in the military for 20, what's today's date? So it'll be 21 years in about a month and a half. 21 years. Craziness.
Wow.
Um, let's see. I joined in August 2000. I'm a fire controlman, Aegis type. I'm now a chief, Booyah Chiefs. I'm going to be retiring in December. Um, and that's about it. Just I have a couple things that are coming down my way, but we'll get started here in a little bit, I'm quite sure.
Awesome. Awesome. So your last month is December of this year, 21.
Yes.
When do you want to start your next job? You want to take a little break, little vacation, take 2, 3 months off, and then see whatever you want to see, and then come back into work, or what's your ideas?
No, I got to keep it moving. So I get bored very easily. So I'm gonna, as soon as I do my retirement ceremony on that Friday, I'll be rolling right into work on Monday. That's the plan. Keep it moving.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Awesome. So, throughout your military career, were you able to obtain any education or certifications?
So when I first came in, it was a little slow, but eventually I did get my associates in general studies. Just kind of wanted to lay the groundwork. I wish I could have attained my bachelor's while I was in, but I'll be 6 months away from getting my organizational leadership. Um, National University, great college, if you just want to get in, get it done, because all the classes are 4 weeks long. So better use of the tuition assistance. I've been working on a couple certifications, Coursera, um, great avenue, and there's a couple organizations that are offering that. So if you're not hot on that, get hot on it. I'm doing Google Data Analytics, working on also my Lean Six Sigma yellow belt through there, and some other stuff I got coming down the pipeline. And the biggest thing is I'm looking forward to getting my PMP here in a couple months. I'm signed up for the cohort for Onward to Opportunity. So I'm really excited about that. And it's free. So can't beat that.
And who is that through?
Onward Opportunity.
That's right. You just said that.
Yeah.
Whoops. So, fire controlman. What does that even mean in normal words?
So first off, there's a fire controlman, right? And then there's a fire controlman Aegis. And what I am,
Oh,
I'm special. I'm an Aegis tech. So the Aegis FCs, we deal with this, radar systems. It's mostly on cruisers and destroyers. It's what the combat system basically revolves around. It's how the ship fights. So it revolves around the spy radars, this huge radar phased array, and missiles and all that stuff. So essentially, what I do is I press the button and missiles go flying, whether in space or outer space, whatever, because I do ballistic missile defense as well. Fun stuff. But I'm either protecting the United States and our our allies from ballistic missiles, or I'm protecting the ship from missiles coming at us, sending missiles downrange. So it's fun. That's what I love to do, fire controlman, and that's what I plan on doing when I get out too.
Wow, that sounds really cool. Whole bunch of boom. Got it.
Whole bunch of boom.
Awesome. So what type of job title is that for the next employer, or for your, as you're looking for more jobs? I mean, is it called fire controlman, or is it called, well,
No,
what
you're not
type of
really
job titles do you look at?
you're not going to see too much of specifically calling out Aegis unless you're looking for Lockheed Martin. So Lockheed Martin is obviously the creator of Aegis. So they'll spell out pretty clearly for you. But other stuff you look for, keywords are like combat systems, manager, program manager. What it really comes down to, I had to do a lot of informational interviews with some of the recruiters that I knew dealt with, or that I've seen or crossed my paths a little bit, to kind of see, hey, what are these keywords that you're really looking for? But a lot of stuff is combat systems, program managers. But yeah, Lockheed Martin they're pretty specific because obviously they're the creator.
Oh, I didn't even know that. And I work for
Mhm.
Lockheed. Wow. A lot of things I don't know. So that's awesome. Right on. Awesome. So for the last 20 years, you've been told where to live. Now that you're going to retire, where does Crystal want to live?
So from Maryland, and as much as I miss blue crabs and Old Bay seasoning, trust me, I do. I'm going to visit soon to get my fix. I'm going to stay out in San Diego. So I spent a majority of my adult life in San Diego. I love it. I actually just bought a home right before COVID hit. So it didn't hurt for COVID to hit and us get locked down, because I got locked down in my brand new house. So I'm going to chill here for a little bit, grow some roots, watch the equity go up a little bit, and then we'll see what happens down the line. But I'm going to stay in San Diego for a little bit.
Awesome. Awesome. Right on. So I don't remember exactly when we met. Do you remember when we met, or maybe how a conversation went, or how an IM went back and forth? And make sure we keep this one PG related, okay?
Okay, so I remember exactly when we met. So it was February, and I just started because I wanted to start 1 year out. And I saw your name because I was just all over LinkedIn, and my wife was just like, would you get off of LinkedIn? I'm just like, no, I got to get to work, right? So I'm out there and I'm seeing your name, and I saw that you were on Veterati. I was like, you know what? This guy, I see this like hashtag tomzacher, and everyone's like, oh, 500 connections. And you're like challenging these people. I was like, you know what? I'm always up for a challenge, right? So I hit you up. And the biggest thing I remember is this. I was like, Tom, why is your keyboard so loud? And I know you remember that, because I swear I want to get you a new keyboard for Christmas. Did you ever get a new one?
I'm still waiting for Christmas.
Oh, dang. All right. So yeah, you need a new keyboard because that thing was loud. But yeah, I ended up scheduling some time with you, and you challenged me, and I think I did pretty good. I hit that 500 pretty quick, and you were like, hey, why don't you go to 1,000? LinkedIn kind of pushed the brakes on me a little bit. It was like, hey, you need to calm down. They probably thought I was a creeper, but I got my connections, and I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome. That's awesome. Yes, my keyboard was loud, I guess. I'm probably like one of the little cartoon characters. Hi, prayer. Awesome. Right on. Yeah, I think that 500 connection mark is really where the magic is.
Yeah.
And I think once you hit 500, then I think it's easy to keep on going up from there.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of content or the amount of information you see and receive and able to get, I think it's pretty awesome actually, because it makes LinkedIn a little bit more fun.
Mhm.
So I have my other account, my Tom Zacher Veterans Advice LinkedIn account. I'm like 200 some connections on there, right? And I'm trying to grow a little bit, of course,
Mhm.
right? But
You need
you
a
know,
challenge? Do I need to challenge you?
right? But yeah, so I log in that account, and it's kind of, which is kind of boring, but I see stuff in there, like same stuff I saw in the morning, like
Mhm.
same stuff I see in the evening time. It's like, man, man, this is boring, Why,
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, granted, yes, I know a lot of names. I connect with a lot of names pretty quick, and I tag people's names all the time and stuff. So, sure, I'm growing that account a lot quicker, right? But yeah, I think it's almost a mandatory for anybody transition from military. You need to make connections, and you need to attend things as well. So actually, we're gonna get right into that in a little bit. Talk about resources in a little bit. But other than that, skill bridge. Are you eligible for one, and where would it be at?
So touchy subject. Um, I would have loved to attended Skill Bridge, but unfortunately my command couldn't support, right? So the Navy is not as supportive as other branches because obviously mission comes first and our manning works a little bit different. Our manning is a little shaky, so you may not have a replacement. Unfortunately, I don't have a replacement yet, even though I'm out in 5 months. So no skill bridge for me. I was trying to do the corporate fellowship program through what is it, hiring our heroes. That would have been a good one, but it's all good because you can always do other things. It's not the end of the story. You can always network and still get it done. It's not the end all be all. That's for sure.
This is true.
Mhm.
Just it provides a little bit more of a different way of looking at things.
Yeah.
A different way of still making things happen. Because GFC make things happen, right?
All right.
There we go. Awesome. So speaking of making things happen and stuff, resources. What people, organizations, webinars, platforms have been helpful to you to get you where you are that you may be using or may have attended or people you talk with or anything. Who's all helped you?
Do I need to like pull out my list?
Just
It's
as
like
long as not a
pull it
Rolodex.
out, right?
So it's not a Rolodex, right? A's, B's, no.
Hey, you're dating yourself, man. I have to say it really kicked off with Rule Associates. So it's more for senior leaderships. That was an awesome course that I got through ComNav CertPack through my job. It really set the stage for me. And then when it came down to gear, LinkedIn, oh man, like the amount of resources I found on LinkedIn is out of control. But I started off first with Betterati. So Betterati really hit the stage for me. Talking to, and I first started off with, my brothers, my fellow chiefs, because I knew that you guys, we had that connection because I really wasn't comfortable with speaking to strangers. So I figured that I would start with people I was comfortable with. And then from there, I branched out and I was comfortable enough to, to talk to like Lita Citron, which I've talked to twice, and she's freaking amazing with branding and figuring out who you are and meeting you and meeting John and Edward and yeah, just meeting all those guys. Alfredo's dope. If you haven't talked to him yet, like he gets to the personal soul side, and it's definitely it's worth it. So Veterati, can't get enough credit to that. Best industry, yes. So you got to be involved in best industry. They have events every month on a Saturday. It's a good solid 5-6 hours. You got mentors there to support you, businesses that are willing to talk to you, answer any questions. You got colleges there. and you just learn. You got a keynote speaker and you just talking to each other and everyone's just trying to connect. And even after this, I'm on my way. That vets industry is so impactful that I've actually signed up to be a mentor myself. So I'm really looking forward to joining the team there. USO Pathfinder, amazing. As far as like LinkedIn profile, I got some stuff from you for sure. Michael Quinn, oh my goodness, I attended his Mastering LinkedIn course about 6 times. No joke, 6 times. Every time I learned something new. So there's different programs there. You can get a transitioning specialist. Um, and then I would have to say my MVP is Hire Heroes USA. My transitional specialist, Rebecca Urquhart, she's actually moving on to do something different. Won't be doing personnel services anymore, but oh yeah, they did my resume. They got me off to a great start. She gave me all the letters I needed. There's job boards, so like all the little thank you notes, and she just gave me all that stuff. So it was really helpful. So she was definitely my MVP during this transition. Man, LTI, I'm going through the Leader Transition Institute, changing focus from we to me. And actually, I did my Picasso this morning and
Nice.
great class with Annie Brock, really trying to figure out who you are and what your purpose is and stuff like that. There's just so much out there. So much uh, too many names, too many names. But yeah, that's a good list to start off with.
Awesome. Awesome. Right on. So you told me a little bit about what you got going on. Um, what would you consider the top one or two achievements you've had thus far in your either your career or your life so far?
Biggest, I would have to say, first and foremost, obviously making chief was huge. Um, I honestly thought about getting out of the Navy. I was kind of losing my purpose, but when I put on those anchors, I gained a different purpose because it's all about taking care of people and mentoring people, which is, I mean, it's natural for me to want to mentor, and that's why I really want to go on to vets industry, is to take care of others even while I'm not wearing the cloth. So that's a big achievement, and something that I'm really proud of myself is even though I'm so far out, I accepted an offer already to Booz Allen Hamilton, so that is extremely exciting. Um, I definitely owe that to my network and just LinkedIn and just pushing hard, sometimes the companies were like, hey, you got to wait 3 to 4 months out, and that's their protocol, but there are jobs out there that will hire you that far out. So you never know who you're going to talk to. So you don't have to wait all the time. You can start early and you just might get lucky.
Awesome. Right on. So struggles and stress. Do you have anything going on right now with your transition or career search or figure out what you want to do next? Or you're like, man, oh, I got it, man. Click, 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 bam, I'm good.
Uh, I
It's
was
easy,
stressing
right?
out.
Smooth sailing, right?
Oh, oh man, I was stressing out. So a couple weeks ago, I was starting to get a little anxiety, a little mean. Um, and my wife had to be like, "Hey, Crystal, it's starting to get you a little bit. You need to take a break." Because I was on LinkedIn, like, if I wasn't at work, because sometimes I had the opportunity to work remote instead of going into the office. So if I wasn't on my work laptop, I was on LinkedIn. I was going hard, 100 miles an hour, and it was starting to get to me, the stress. Like I was like constantly had to been doing something, and I was just starting to get really short. And Mel pulled me aside, was like, "You need to take a break. You need to calm down." So, and I realized, sometimes it's okay to take a break. You know, sometimes it's okay to just breathe. And as much as it hurt to watch, my what is it, your like your visibility numbers go down.
Profile views,
Yeah,
yeah.
your profile numbers go down. I'm just like, but I've worked so hard, right? You got to do it. You got to let go, because if you don't, you're going to burn out. And when you burn out, you're probably going to miss out on an opportunity that you're just going to be like, and sometimes you only get one chance, right? You only get one shot at one company, because that first impression could be it. So I had to learn to take a break, and I did. I took a break. If you look at my numbers, they're not that great, but they're coming up. But the fact that, I'm still in there, I didn't completely back out, but I had to know my limits. And that's important. It's important to do some soul searching, and just know that it's okay to step back, spend some time with family, figure out what your woo-saw is, and then get your head back in the game, because you'll come back that much stronger.
Nice. I like it. I plan on taking a little break after I get done with these video series.
I bet. They're going hard in the paint.
Man, they've been I put a few other things on the back burner, and I'm just trying to get these knocked out. And I love them. I enjoy them a lot, but they do take a lot of time out of my day. But
yeah, it's for a good cause, though, right?
Yeah, I think it's for an awesome cause.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably after I post my last episode, I'll probably take a little break from LinkedIn, just because.
Just woosah. It'll be good.
Woosah, what's that?
Woosah?
I don't know.
You don't know what that is?
I may have heard it, but I don't remember.
Oh man, it was from one of the Bad Boys, like Martin Lawrence. Woosah. You grabbed his ears.
I didn't watch that movie. No, I didn't watch it.
Come on, man.
I watched movies like Big, and like Miss Doubtfire stuff kind of thing.
Goodness, old school. You're dating yourself again. Stop.
The movies are great. Come on now. Awesome. So we're getting close to that low 25-minute mark. Do you have any questions for me?
So I think obviously I'm okay right now. I'm kind of comfortable with the position. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm old. I'm not as old as you, because I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I probably am. But the Navy, the military in general, it puts a lot of stuff on our bodies, right? And I got headaches, and my neck hurts, and all types of stuff. My knees hurt. I'm in physical therapy. So I would say, what is the biggest advice you have as far as conquering the VA with the medical? Because that is going to be my biggest focus right now.
And as well it should be. So there's a couple of things you need, could, should, whichever, right? But for everybody in general here, okay, it's not just you. So you want to order your medical record as soon as possible. Order a 2-year mark. Order 6 months later at your 18-month, 12-month, 6-month mark. Keep ordering it. Make sure you get yourself knowledgeable on 38 CFR. To me, that's the Bible the VA uses to say yay or nay on anything wrong with you and your body. So I think that's a really huge thing right there. There's a website called Military Disability Made Easy. Personally, I really like that website. It was a huge help for me in my transition. It was able to provide a lot of information, knowledge, things you don't think about, you read about in there. The other thing is just knowing what keywords are associated with a disability. I mean, you can go in there and say, yeah, I get a lot of stomach aches. I'm not sure why. Nighttime, my stomach starts to hurt. Okay. Or sit there and maybe talk about you got like a little bit of acid in your throat thing going on in the evening time when you lay down or whatever. Maybe you should research what acid reflux means, and then figure out what that is, and see what the symptoms of that is. And maybe you are actually having those, but you don't know what it's called because you're not used to talking that terminology. So the next time you go to medical, you talk about some of those symptoms that you have going on. That way, obviously what's going on with you, you can describe it as happening to you. And put it in such a way that the doctor's gonna be like, oh, ding ding, I got my doctor hat on. I know exactly what's wrong with you. You have this.
Yeah.
You should get this medication. Come back and see me in a month. Let me know the medication works. And that would be awesome, right?
Mhm.
But if you don't know the key words associated with the disability, you're kind of shooting in the dark, not saying the right words. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what is documented in your record, not how you feel. If it's not documented a certain way, it didn't happen. And unfortunately, that probably kicks a lot of people right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, just getting in the weeds of learning the 38 CFR, learning everything about it, and learn about the VA process and everything. That's probably be my biggest tip and suggestion of what to do.
Okay. I'm about to check out that website.
It was a huge resource for me for about 2 years before I retired. It was free at the time, but now it's a paid website. But would I still pay for it? Yes. Hands down, yes. It's no kidding worth the money for the content that you receive.
Cool.
So,
All right. I got one more question for you.
all right, what's up?
All right. This is episode 30.
Yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel, man?
Huh. Wait, was that how I felt? No, I was kidding. I learned a lot from a lot of people I've talked with. I learned a lot of what they have done in their transition. A lot of names, a lot of organizations get brought up. And a lot of the names and organizations that are brought up are continually being brought up. They're not like brand new organizations. Some of them are brand new ones. A lot of them are the exact same ones. The exact same people are being brought up. So I've noticed a lot of pattern with names and people and organization, names and people, organizations. And it's probably because they're effective. And a lot of people go to them or go to these organizations or go to these webinars or go to these different events that are going on, probably because they're helpful. But I've learned a lot about some people, and like some people I've been connected with quite a while on LinkedIn, and I never talked to them ever. So I was like, wow, I finally got a chance to talk to you. This is cool. Hey, what's going on? It's amazing, that kind of thing. And then I'm able to turn around and share their information, share their profile and such. But yeah, I really enjoyed a lot of this. I don't enjoy all the time it takes, but I do enjoy trying to help another veteran. And hopefully this helps you catapult your career or catapult some information about you or give someone else the ability to know who you are just from watching this video. And I think that right there is most important right there. Getting to know who somebody really is. And people, like for example, myself, okay, they'll see me post things on LinkedIn. They'll see me talk about different things. They'll see me throw some advice out there, right? I'll say probably about 2% of people have ever actually talked to me, who react to my posts and talk to me, who say blah, 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 which is cool. But how many of them actually know who I am? So I think over these video series, I think a lot of people learn how I am and who I am and how I talk or whatever, right? But I think people are able to learn a little bit more about me than what they're able to see about me online. So I think that's pretty awesome too. So
yeah. Well, I applaud you, man. Thanks for doing all this stuff because it's great. We need it. We need more of it.
Thanks, Chris. I really appreciate it. Well, this is where I get to ask you that last question. What can I do to help you, if anything?
Honestly, I would just say, just keep doing what you're doing. Your tomzacher veteran page is amazing. Let's keep helping veterans, especially those young ones coming out. Not everyone gets to come out with a cushy retirement like we did, So I didn't know what all the resources were out there. So let's keep helping them. Let's keep doing it. There's a couple of us that are out there, have a lot of knowledge. So let's keep pushing it. Let's make it better.
Right on. I love that. Helping vets. I love that. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for having time today to be able to talk to me. I really appreciate this. And this has been a really great last episode. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom.
All right, Chris. You have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.